Before the world was illuminated by electric light, one man dared to challenge the darkness. His name was Thomas Edison, and his inventions would change human history forever.
For thousands of years, humanity depended on fire, candles, and oil lamps. When the sun disappeared, darkness ruled the world. But in a small laboratory in New Jersey, one inventor refused to accept the limits of his time. Thomas Edison was searching for a way to bring light to the entire world.
Then, after countless failures and sleepless nights, the impossible finally happened. A small glass bulb came to life, and the world would never...
Triumph did not come with a loud celebration, but in quiet reflection. Edison had illuminated not just a room, but the possibilities of the world.
But this remarkable journey did not begin in a laboratory. It began with a curious young boy in a small American town.
On a cold winter morning in 1847, in the small town of Milan, Ohio, a child entered the world. No one could have imagined that this newborn boy would... From the very beginning, Thomas Edison saw the world differently. While other children simply looked around them, he searched for answers hidden within every detail. Questions filled Thomas Edison's mind every day. How did things work? Why did they move? What invisible forces shaped the world around him? School was built for students who followed instructions. But Thomas Edison constantly questioned everything he was taught.
But why does it work that way?
To his teacher, Thomas Edison was a problem. His endless questions disrupted the classroom, and many believed he would never succeed in a traditional education system. While others saw a troubled student, his mother saw unlimited potential. Refusing to let the world define her son, Nancy Edison chose to become his teacher. Freed from the limits of the classroom, Thomas found his true teachers in books. Every page expanded his imagination and brought him closer to understanding the mysteries of the world. Most children spent their free time playing games. Thomas Edison spent his building a laboratory.
Wow!
At just 10 years old, he had already begun conducting scientific. Curiosity often comes with consequences. As Thomas pushed his experiments further, failures became a regular part of his education. Many people are discouraged by failure, but for Thomas Edison, every mistake revealed a new lesson. Even as a child, he was developing the mind.
By the age of 13, Thomas Edison was already earning his own living. But while others saw a newspaper seller, few recognized the future inventor hidden behind those determined eyes.
While most teenagers spent their days in school, Thomas Edison turned a railway baggage car into a moving laboratory. Every journey became an opportunity. At 13, Thomas Edison turned a train car into a laboratory, where every journey became a lesson in science and invention. One courageous act would change Thomas Edison's life forever. In a matter of seconds, he saved a young boy from an oncoming train. Impressed by the young man's character and determination, the station master introduced Thomas Edison to telegraphy, a technology that would open the door to his future career.
Thomas quickly mastered the language of telegraphy. What began as a lesson soon became an obsession, opening his mind to the power of electricity and communication. At 16, Thomas Edison became a telegraph operator. Each message he transmitted deepened his understanding of electricity, communication, and the technology that would shape his future. When the workday ended, Edison's real education began. Night after night, he studied machines, tested ideas, and taught himself the science behind communication. As a traveling telegraph operator, Edison crossed countless miles. He encountered new ideas wherever he went. Every journey expanded his knowledge.
By 17, Edison was no longer satisfied with using technology. He wanted to improve it. The young telegraph operator had begun thinking like an inventor. After years of study, Edison began developing inventions. For the first time, his ideas were becoming real machines.
Many of Edison's experiments failed, often in unexpected ways. But instead of stopping, he carefully studied each mistake and kept moving forward.
Failure was never the end for Edison. Each setback became a lesson, pushing him to refine his designs and move one step closer to success.
Night after night, the results were the same, failure. Yet with every attempt, Edison refined his ideas, getting closer to a solution.
Edison was not working alone. With a team of assistants, he tested idea after idea, pushing forward despite constant setbacks. Dozens of attempts failed, one after another. But with each failure, Edison gathered new knowledge, refining his approach with every test.
After countless failures, Edison took a step back. In the silence, he carefully studied his work, searching not harder, but smarter.
With a new approach, Edison refined his method. This time, the results began to change. Small progress, but a clear sign he was getting closer. The results were improving. The light lasted longer, stronger than before. But perfection remained just out of reach. After thousands of trials, the moment finally arrived. A steady, lasting light. Edison had done it.
When Edison revealed his invention to the world, the impact was immediate. For the first time, electric light proved it could replace darkness. Soon, Edison's invention spread beyond the laboratory. Cities began to glow with electric light, changing how people lived, worked, and experienced the night.
Edison was no longer just an inventor. He had become a symbol of innovation, inspiring a new generation to imagine what was possible.
His inventions changed the world, but his greatest legacy was the power to turn ideas into reality.